Alright guys, as promised, this is the dialogue from Act 4 where Antonio and Duke are showing mercy. A lot of people are having trouble with this dialogue. Before I begin the explanation, can I also just please request every single child watching this video to wear a mask to school. I know you guys don't keep up with the news and these days media has so many other things to talk about. ये एक चीज छुप जा रहा है, but there's some new outbreak of some flu. Which is normally exciting for kids because हम लोग लगता है एग्जाम कैंसिल होगा, but trust me, एग्जाम कुछ कैंसिल नहीं हुआ. You will be the one suffering during the exam. पढ़ाई नहीं हो पाएगी. You will have difficulty in giving the exam. Cold, cough, throat ache, एग्जाम के वक्त भाई ये सब नहीं चाहिए. एक सिंपल सा चीज है, मास्क पहन के जाओ. So can you just please wear a mask? You know, just do it. All right. Coming back to the explanation, the Duke says. That you see the difference. That is so that you see the difference in our spirits, our as Christian spirits, intention, soul. I pardon you your life even before you beg for it. मैं तो beg नहीं करूँगा. I won't make you beg for your life. I'll pardon you your life. I'll forgive your life. The second clause of the punishment was the one half of your good that goes to Antonio. I can't do anything about it. उसमें मेरा कुछ हाथ नहीं है. But the other half that comes to the privy coffer of the state, humbleness will drive unto a fine. Simply means one half goes to Antonio. The other half of your property, of your goods, comes to the state, which is represented by me, the Duke. But I won't take that whole half. I will take a small fine, provided you show humbleness, provided you show humility. Shylock obviously is arrogant, so he says, नहीं चाहिए, माफी नहीं चाहिए, भीख नहीं चाहिए, तुम लोग का भाड़ में गया. Take my life and all. Don't even pardon that. If you come into my house and you take away the one pillar that supports my house, then you might as well take the house. Similarly, if you take away my lifestyle, if you take away my money, then you might as well take my life. So now this dialogue of Shylock prompts Portia or encourages Portia to ask Antonio, कि भाई तू भी दिखा दे कुछ mercy. Like what mercy do you have? What mercy can you show? So Antonio बोलता है, if it pleases your grace is Shylock, the Duke, to quit the fine on one half of his goods, I'm content. Which in simpler English means I appeal to the Duke to quit. Quit is let go. Let go of the fine on one half of his goods. Like just let go of the fine that you are going to charge him. You know, वो जो छोटा सा fine है वो भी रहने दो. So that he gets to keep his entire half. Shylock gets to walk out of this court with one half of his property. As for the other half that was originally coming to me, I want to put it in use. So that's the dialogue. He says, quit the fine on one of his goods so that he lets me have the other half in use. Which means I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to take it. I'll put it in use. The word in use over here is in a trust, locked up in a deed. So no one touches that money. That money is locked up in some bank until Shylock's death. And which upon his death will be rendered, passed on to the gentleman who lately stole his daughter, which means Lorenzo. So that I want Shylock to make sure that he walks out with one half of the goods. The other half, I won't touch it. I'll lock it up in a deed, in a trust, but it will be passed down to Lorenzo, who is his son-in-law, after Shylock's death. But I have two conditions. So now this is a new thing. He says two conditions provided more. Like if I go ahead with this mercy, I want two more conditions. First condition, he should immediately turn into a Christian. And the second condition is that he signs one more deed, a gift of deed that says that everything that Shylock possesses upon his death, at the time of his death, should be passed down to his daughter and his son-in-law. Which means, simplify kar raha hu, Shylock today will walk out with one half of his goods. The other half goes in a लॉक्ड अप इन अ डीड. वो अदर हाफ गया अभी के लिए लॉक्ड अप है. अब शायलॉक ये हाफ के साथ अपनी नई जिंदगी स्टार्ट करेगा, बहुत सारा पैसा कमाएगा, लाइफ में बहुत कुछ करेगा. एट द टाइम ऑफ हिज डेथ उसने अब से लेके तब तक जो भी सब कमाया, दैट विल ऑल गो टू हिज सन इन लॉ एंड हिज डॉटर. प्लस वो जो 50 मैंने लॉक करके रखा है, 50 एज एन हाफ जो मैंने लॉक करके रखा, वो भी उनको ही जाएगा. विच मीन्स एंटोनियो एंश्योर्स दैट एवरीथिंग ऑफ शायलॉक्स गोज टू जेसिका एंड लोरेंजो. दैट इज द आइडिया ऑफ मर्सी. Alright, all the best, do well. हो गया, बाकी सब मैं प्रीवियस वीडियो में बोल चुका हूं तो रिपीट नहीं करूंगा. मास्क पहन लेना, टेक केयर, गुड नाइट. मैं प्रे कर रहा हूं तुम लोग के लिए.